Hi, folks. Welcome back to another episode of Finding Data Friends. We're lucky enough to have found another data friend to join us today. Sai, thanks for joining us. Do you want to tell all of our many listeners or watchers, I guess, watchers,
I mean, they're
viewers,
also listening.
And listeners,
Our
all of our
audience.
friends, our audience, a little bit about yourself and who you are?
Yeah, thank you, Jess. So I hope you can all hear me well. Yeah, I'm Sai Prudhvi Neelakantam, and I'm a data engineer at Amesto Analytics in Oslo, Norway. And I have a master's in business analytics at BI Norwegian Business School, also from Norway. And I have a bachelor's in engineering background. And I've been working with data for the last more than 4 years now in data field. I've taken many caps as a data analyst, data scientist, business analyst, and now I am settled in a data engineer role. So it's
Very
going
cool.
pretty well, and I'm mostly working with Microsoft Azure tech stack, and yeah.
Very cool. So only 4 years, but many hats in those 4 years, which is cool. So over the time, have you developed a favorite data feature that you want to share with us?
Yeah, so being in many hats, of course, I get the exposure to work with different tools, starting from the favorite data tool, Excel, everybody's favorite tool, Excel, to working with advanced tools like Power BI, Fabric, Azure AI, and stuff. So I have worked with many, like when we talk about the tool, my favorite part is the BI tools. Especially, I worked with SAS Via and also Power BI. So I've been working with Power BI for the last 2 years now, and I love everything around it. It basically brings out the data visualization and dashboarding passion that I have, and helps the users to understand, and also for the business stakeholders to understand the reports easily. So yeah, I love everything about that. Yeah.
Awesome. Are you more on like the front end of Power BI doing the visualizations and that kind of stuff, building the dashboards? Or are you more behind the scenes manipulating the data and moving it about and stuff?
What do you mean manipulating, Jess?
Well, didn't we have someone on here recently? I forget who it was that was Power BI was their favorite thing, but it wasn't the front end stuff. It was doing things that I don't understand in the background.
Yeah, no, I would say it's end to end,
All of it.
taking
Perfect.
yeah, all of it, and taking the data like from different sources, let it be API or SQL DBs or any other data sources, and then doing the data transformations in Power Query and using DAX query measures, and then also developing the end reports for the end users to analyze the reports and take the decisions accordingly. So it's mostly end to end.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, it's
and
also easier to make the
also
data look pretty if you got to manipulate it yourself.
yeah, maybe not. Yeah, also because of the Fabric, Microsoft Fabric that has been launched in the last 1 year. I recently got my hands on Fabric, and I've also presented a session recently on Microsoft Fabric, how to do the real time motion tracking or real time object detection using Azure AI and Microsoft Fabric. So since everyone is catching up with AI and things around AI, I've also fall into that same path and try to learn, like try to know what it is. And I kind of figured out that yeah, I like the Azure AI part where you can use multiple models, not just ChatGPT or GPT Pro, but different models and use for different tasks. Yeah, so that's pretty cool, I would say, that I recently got on.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that AI is still way over my head.
Agreed.
I mean, the good thing is that most people are in the same boat, or just most people will not admit to it. Let's put it that way.
I think you just
Is it-
whack AI on to the end of anything and then you're doing it.
Well, there's also that.
So I had a
Welcome
little
to
lunch
Finding Data
AI before.
Friends AI.
Ooh, smart.
I know. I mean, we're using AI for all our announcements of sessions and everything. So,
Very
and
cool.
not sessions, but episodes. So, I mean,
Okay.
we're using ChatGPT Pro for that. So there's that.
Oh, look at us. We are the best.
I mean, we're so
I know we even really hear
tech
all. We just
adjacent.
AI.
Well, there's that. No, but what
Maybe I have a glitch.
rabbit hole? Oh, your picture just froze again. But yeah, no. Well, first of all, yes, add AI to anything, and it's going to be a hit right now. But so many people, including myself, are still really trying to catch up what so much of that even really means. Because there's a couple of fun use cases, but putting that on our last episode when Anna said, "Hey, I think the most exciting thing for me is to kind of turn that data into money, make that data valuable, and all that."
Mhm.
I think for AI, most companies are still light years away because we're having that conversation with our customers that are all like, "Hey, are you doing anything with AI? Can you do something with AI for us? How can we use AI?" And then you're like, "Okay, what's the problem that you're actually trying to solve, rather than ask ChatGPT for a great lasagna recipe?"
The problem is we're not currently using AI and we want to use AI.
Correct. There's exactly.
We read about it in a magazine or on the internet and now we want it.
I needed to make my T-SQL code look pretty. Before that, I used a code formatter, but now I'm using AI.
Yeah.
Because that is much better, right? Right?
Yes. Don't say no.
As in consultancy, we say always it depends. It depends,
Yeah,
right?
true.
Yeah.
True
Very
story.
smart.
Yeah.
Since you said you just recently gave a session, and I got some inside knowledge on that because Sai just very recently this year started speaking at New Stars of Data, and then I met him in person. So it's another friend that I've met before. Sorry, Jess.
These are not the rules, man.
I don't make the rules.
Unbelievable.
But, I kind of do.
Unbelievable.
But anyways, Sai, what's up next speaking-wise for you? Any other events that you have lined up? Anything else that you have your eyes on submitting?
Yeah. So I have been quite active after I've been to the Data Saturday in Stockholm, where I met Ben and also many of the brilliant speakers, like amazing. I got so inspired in the speaking domain. I never thought of, like, I always have this idea that I want to share my knowledge, but I never thought of like keeping my foot into the speaking domain. But when I met these individuals, they were amazing. Like, they were so helpful, and they pushed me. They told me that, okay, you got to apply. You will face rejections, and that is okay. So listening, like hearing that it is okay to receive rejections and to not to be demotivated and to still apply. That's a big thing to listen or to get that output from the people there. So from there, I started applying to many sessions, and I've gave one session with a UK user group recently on Microsoft Fabric, and also I've applied to many other sessions which are coming up, but a couple of them that I'm looking forward and all are also accepted. One is the Microsoft Fabric Cafe, where I'm talking about Microsoft Fabric end-to-end business use case. And the other one is about Azure AI, how to deploy advanced Azure AI models in the Azure cloud. That's also a user group. And also the other one is how to do a real-time business intelligence and medallion within Microsoft Fabric. So these are the three sessions that I'm looking forward now.
Awesome.
And
busy times.
Amazing.
yeah, I mean, having these sessions kind of also motivate you to to work around that product and to see because when you present, I, I have been a teaching assistant when I was in my masters, and I used to teach master students or assist my professor in that. So that is when I kind of realized, when you teach and when you speak out, a lot of the audience, there will be a lot of doubts that you don't even think of. So that prepares you for a lot of other things as well when you actually teach. So I think that's what I'm looking forward to learn as well, if I get any doubts or people ask any doubts or anything. So it kind of prepares me to learn those topics or products much more better than I just do by myself. Yeah.
Yeah, totally agree. I think you have to know something to like a next degree to be able to speak on it, right? And so the process of like putting together a session is like very educational.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And also fun. Just
Yeah,
as a
agreed.
side note. Hopefully,
Yeah.
because if you're not having fun, stop doing it. That's what I keep telling people. Because then there really is no point.
Solid advice.
I still see so many people that are doing stuff because they think their employer asked them, and you can just see there's no passion. They're not enjoying it. They're not having fun for a multitude of reasons, and then it's just like, don't do it.
For
Well,
sure.
these are also usually the people not getting accepted that often, because if you're not passionate, you're not a speaker, that people are like, oh yeah, I really want to be in the room with that person. But anyways, another rabbit hole that I could talk about for a couple of hours, but we don't have another
Yeah,
couple
focus,
of hours.
remember?
I'm trying, Jess, I'm trying. So when you're not busy preparing all of these sessions and not doing end-to-end analytics, Sai, what is your favorite non-data thing to spend your time on?
I spend all the time that is available on hiking or camping or being outdoors. I love being active. So the reason why I'm an Indian and I came to Norway, and if I'm in Norway and if I can't be in nature, then what's the point, right? So being in Norway and taking the hike or like skiing in the winter, so just be in the nature and enjoy the nature. That's the best thing.
Sounds like Norway is a good place for you to be.
Yeah, agreed.
Definitely. Oh, for Jess also? Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure. I came to Data Saturday Oslo last year and really enjoyed the like Sunday excursion of going to the lake and walking and making hot dogs. But yeah, it was awesome. A lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Which actually is a great segue into our final question of what your favorite food is.
I don't think you might have heard about it, but I'll give it a try anyways. It's
Okay,
called biryani.
Well, we have heard about that
we have.
Okay.
because it's also Deepthi's favorite food. Who
Oh,
was our
okay.
guest? I'm going to say about 40 episodes ago.
Yeah, I was going to say
Um,
an early episode for sure. I
so
feel
are you
like we might
making?
have had it twice too.
I'm not sure about, but you may be right. So are you making a vegetable biryani? Are you making it with some
No.
kind of meat? What kind of biryani are we talking?
Well, a lot of people are going to be offended. Vegetable biryani is not a biryani. um,
Oh, dang it.
yeah.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
You
What
have
kind are
not
you
heard it
making?
here.
No, biryani. It's so I'm from a city called Hyderabad, and biryani. So Hyderabad is the city of biryani. Like it's the home for biryani, and people just love biryani. There, it's a food which is made with meat, any type of meat, and then you add rice on top of that with some Indian spices. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Apart from unless the spice level is too high, I'm kind of a weakling when it comes to spice. So I'm okay with the meat, but not too much spice. Can you make
Yeah.
a nice mild one for me?
Yeah, for sure. When you're coming to Oslo next time, just I'll keep that in mind. Yeah,
Also, I may
Perfect.
just have had the wrong ones, but usually biryanis are not on the super spicy side anyway, right, Sai?
yeah, that's right. Yeah, Well, you can make it spicy, but when I go to a restaurant or something, I ask for extra spicy or hot,
Uh-oh.
and then it turns out to be bland, especially here in Norway. So
The Norway extra spicy level is not your extra spicy level.
no.
Yeah.
Where did I just
Well, that sounds
recently
good.
have exactly that? Where I was asking for spicy and it just turned out to be super touristy. We did not have Indian food when we were in Stock. It was at some of the recent data events. I'm trying to remember who I had dinner with that day. Oh, no, it was a day they left unattended. Now I remember. It was delicious food, but I was
Oh,
asking for it to be spicy, and it was.
not so
It had a
spicy.
lot of good flavor, but it was not spicy. But it was delicious. So,
Yeah,
if you're ever going to be in Cambridge, just walk across the square in front of the railway station, take a left, and you're there. I forgot the name of the place. John Martin can take you
Perfect.
there. He knows the way. He almost missed the door. So, there's that. Anyways,
Anyway.
all these rabbit holes. It's time to wrap up because otherwise we have to play the time over warning sound, which you also haven't played in quite a
We
long
don't want
time.
that.
No. Nobody wants that. Sai, thank you so much for joining us this week. This was another fun episode. Thank you very much, Jess. Thank you everyone for watching, and we see you all next week with yet another new friend. Bye.
Bye, folks.
bye. Thank you so much.